Sports Psychology Tips for Everyday Life from the New York Times. Simone Biles, Iga Swiatek, Russell Wilson, these very different athletes share one thing: they have each turned to sports psychologists to regain focus, manage anxiety, stay motivated and cope with setbacks. A growing number of athletes and teams rely on sports psychologists because research shows mental skills can boost athletic performance. But these strategies are not just for elite competitors. With practice, they can be applied to any challenge, whether delivering a big presentation at work or taking a driving test. In one study of more than 44,000 people, participants who received brief training in sports psychology techniques such as visualization and self-talk performed better on average against a computer-simulated opponent than those who did not. Andrew M. Lane, professor of sport and exercise psychology at the University of Wolverhampton and lead author of the study, says the gains come with repetition and reflection, much like physical training. We asked Lane and other sports psychologists for their best tips to improve performance in any venue. Carla PodGen, a sports psychologist and assistant professor at the University of Amsterdam, warns against fixating on a single do-or-die goal like running a marathon in under 4 hours. That creates pressure and leaves no room for uncontrollable roadblocks such as illness or bad weather. Instead, she suggests layering goals: a dream goal, a silver goal, and a bare minimum goal. This structure lets you regain control and adjust rather than obsess over the big target you missed. PodGen, who wrote a book applying sports psychology to pregnancy, childbirth, and the postpartum period, recommends preparing for alternative possibilities when making a birth plan. Success does not have to hinge on the top goal alone. Jack J. Lesick, longtime director of the Ohio Center for Sports Psychology, cautions that a relentless focus on positivity can become a distraction. He advises athletes to think about what is helpful instead. For example, imagine a golfer who has dominated the toughest stretch of the course, the 12th hole, and thinks this is the best round ever and a personal record is within reach. That positive thought may pull attention away from the immediate task, driving the ball into the 13th hole. Lesick says the golfer should concentrate on thoughts aligned with that specific shot, such as where the ball needs to land. The key is shifting from generic positivity to task-relevant cues. These mental tools, layered goal setting, helpful self-talk, visualization, are accessible to anyone willing to practice them. They turn high-pressure moments into manageable steps. Thanks for listening. I'm your host, signing off.